that to me, versus some of the in-game screenshots I've already seen, does not look very good at all. It's your friend the neighbourhood Mimian, and I'm back with another video on all things WWE 2K22. In this series, the road to WWE 2K22. I'm just reacting kind of to some of the information that we've got in the last couple of days. So yesterday the trailer dropped for the MyGM mode. GM mode looks kind of different than what I'm used to, and it looks like it might be fun. I wasn't overly impressed. We've given the fan reactions that have been wanting it for years. I think it's long overdue, and I think it may be something they could have put more detail into. That's my honest opinion. But there was a concerning part in this video, and that is what we're going to break down today. And it was the creation suite that we got to see. In my opinion, and I'll show you what I mean in a second when we go on to the screenshots and what have you, there was nothing in creation suite that we saw from the snippets that blew my mind away. There was nothing totally overwhelming that made me think we're going to get some good creator wrestlers on this. Don't get me wrong, I think visually so far on WWE 2K22, especially I think the Rock model is probably really impressive. But a lot of us play this game for creator wrestlers and the universe mode and stuff like that. Is this game going to deliver? Let's have a quick look into what we can see, and we'll have a chat about it in a minute. If you're new to this channel, why not drop a like and subscribe? I am the friendly neighbourhood Moomin, and I talk about anything WWE 2K related. The channel is growing, and I am moving forward into wrestling related content in gaming. So we're going to be looking at the wrestling code, AEW's game when that comes out, and so on and so forth. If you want to take part in future content by the way of the CAW review or the CAW workshop, please go and follow me on Twitch. I will be streaming every Friday night doing the CAW review in the CAW workshop, and it'll be rotating. So the way the CAW review works is I review your CAWs, you create wrestlers, and the way the workshop works is I help you create your wrestlers. Simple as that. If you want to discuss anything wrestling and things like that, follow me on Twitter, and they are my main socials. However, you might see me on TikTok as well if you want to have a follow me on there. Without further ado, we'll get into this video, we'll have a breakdown of what's going on, and we'll have a chat about it as well. Right, so you're going to see what I mean in a minute. We're going to just let the trailer play out, and then I'm going to go back to the creator suite and the things that I went over on stream. Let's just get into it. I'm going to watch it in its entirety. Again, that is an impressive Sonya Deville model.
Now you can become a WWE General Manager and compete against rival GMs to build the biggest brand in WWE. Choose wisely between Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville, and more. Or even create your own custom GM. But if you want to go down in the WWE history books, choose me. Then make your selections. Keep track of your budget through the multiple draft rounds, add free agents to your roster, and create your mix of good guys or bad for more ways to boost your ratings. Become the top-rated show by setting up intense rivalries. Interfere in a match, schedule championship matchups, and set up premium live events. Now let's see if you've got what it takes.
I think I'll have what it takes, but there you go. But I am being sad because I literally do want to just let the trailer play through, and then I'll go back to the points that I was worried about. Right.
Or even
so,
more. Or even
creation suite, and here was the first shot that we got. The model itself, if I'm in all honesty, I didn't think looked the greatest. I honestly don't think it does. It doesn't look any more upscaled or any more crisper than models that I've seen. Particular models that I've seen, what people can come up with face textures and stuff like that. It does look better if it's not without a face texture, to be fair. That's the only thing that I would say. I did touch on it in a previous video about the GM mode being released and my reactions to it. It doesn't seem here on the tops any more choices or anything different than what we've seen in previous iterations. That bit was one of the key things I thought, hang about. Finally though, here, I mean you can't see it because the bar's in the way, but under where it says parts and images, anyway, what I was trying to say, under where it says parts and images here, parts, images and layers, that to me screams logo limit. And the biggest complaint I had with when I was doing previous streams with the CAW review is that logo limit is an issue. And some of the things that I've seen people ask or tweet at me and things like that is logo limit's the only reason why they haven't yet done a pre-order and things like that. I've discussed it a few things. I've discussed it in my Discord. If you want to join in the discussions, by the way, just look for the links in the below. But it doesn't quite feel the creation suite's had much done to it. And then if we look at this page as well, these eyebrows are definitely all the same as previous iterations. And you can see the scroll bar doesn't have much more choices underneath them. So the eyebrows, again, are going to be limited. Now, to be honest, I'm not a fan of using in-game eyebrows anyway. I tend to just go off the ones that are on the face texture. It seems to be better. But again, I know people do use them. I know people take use of them, but they are there. The model, to be honest, does look a little better than the previous one. But again, and now we've got this. That, to me, versus some of the in-game screenshots I've already seen, does not look very good at all. I don't know what's going on with the eyes there. The eyes are really bulgy. Yeah. And it's just a bit... I'm still going to buy it. I've still got it pre-ordered. I do a lot of content in regards to WWE2K games. But we've recently had the trailer drop for Scott Steiner on the Wrestling Code, and that looked far more impressive. Granted, we've not seen a creation suite on that, but it is pre-alpha footage, and I was quite more impressed with that than I have been with this trailer. Again, I said like some of the models on 2K22 have been extremely good, but I'm still not impressed with some of the creator wrestler things that I have seen. It's still not going to put me off getting the game. I still think it's going to be a great foundation for the future of the series. But I think with other games coming along and things I am going to be looking at on this channel, I think we're going to have an explosion of wrestling games, and there's going to be a far choice, and that means the level of competition and the level of input and the level of how good things can be will increase. Just like the WWE in the 90s, they upped their game because of the competition from WCW. And I think because of the competition from other developers with the AEW game, the Wrestling Code, I think 2K will also up their game as well. And they definitely have this year. Let's not say they haven't, because you can tell some of the models are stunning compared to previous iterations, and some of the screenshots we've seen just look immense. And they do seem to have taken advantage of the current generation of consoles like their series is from Xbox and the PlayStation 5. But what do you think, more importantly? Let me know in the comments below. Or you can tweet at me at Mumin. All the links to that sort of things are going to be in the description below. And if you do want to have these conversations, because this is kind of like what I did on stream, we have the conversation about what we've just seen, and we're going to break down things on a stream soon. Up until the release of the game, I am going to be trying to stream every other Wednesday just to get a back feel for it. And then from Friday, I'll just check my calendar, Friday the 11th on the release of the game, I think might do it the week after, we are going to be doing the first CAW review, where I will review your CAWs on screen and I will help you recreate them at the end. I am the friendly neighbourhood Moomin. You've been watching another video, and I hope to see you on the next one.